Hello. My head is sometimes like the world's biggest fireworks display. It's like Sydney at New Year mixed with London, mixed with New York, mixed with Hong Kong, like all the massive fireworks displays going on in one time. And it's really hard to keep hold of one sort here or there because I'm just literally popping all over the place. And this weekend actually feels like my head might explode. It actually feels like it's going to go off in one massive banger because of the relentless exposure of diabolical Labour cock-ups that we are being exposed to. And I think the bit that's really, really bothering me is the fact that we're hearing this now. It's literally everywhere and they're still in power. How in the name of quittedness did they manage to stay where they are? So I'm going to read you some of my thoughts, some of the things I've noticed, some of the bits in the news. Oh, please like, subscribe and share. TikTokers, please share, like and follow. I'm loving the TikTok gang. Hi. But it's just, I mean, honestly, in any other job, we'd all have been fired and probably humiliated. And there wouldn't have been a sort of nice letter of recommendation. It would have been get out, don't come back, don't ever set foot in this building again. But yet, Rachel Reeves, we'll start with her, she is literally facing a bailout from the IMF. She's literally, we are in the economic shit like you've never seen before. Well, you have seen it before. Let me read you a little article. Some of you would have seen it before, not everybody. But it looks like we are heading to exactly the same IMF bailout that we had 50 years ago in the 70s. Rachel Reeves' tax spend gamble is driving Britain towards a 1970s style debt crisis and bailout from the International Monetary Fund, leading economics have warned. They've said that the Chancellor's handling of the economy risks a return to years of high inflation and borrowing that ended with Britain being forced to borrow billions from the International Monetary Fund. Now, you know, this isn't new news, is it? This is not something that we haven't heard for the past year. This is not something that everybody warned would happen. I mean, Rishi Sunak, love him or loathe him, said in the run-up to the election, they will tax you, not his words, they will tax the living shit out of you, but that's what he was alluding to. I mean, you could have had that line, Rishi, I wouldn't have minded, because it is true. But he said they will tax the living shit out of you, council tax will go up, every single tax will go up, and we will be skint. And woo, look where we are. I mean, absolutely brassic. Well, everyone, of course, apart from Angela Rayner. Now, she's bought herself her third house and lots of questions about this. How? Because Angela Rayner's never had a job. She's never had a high-paying job. Angela Rayner's just been, well, Angela Rayner. She's been in the Labour Party, so she left school with no qualifications. Now, I'm not saying that means that you can't do well in life. Actually, I think you probably can do very well in life. I wouldn't describe Angela Rayner having done well in life. I'd say she's the thorn in our side. And, I mean, we've got the photos of her vaping in a inflatable kayak. That's like the Deputy Prime Minister of Great Britain vaping in a blow-up kayak. I mean, it's as depressing as the British economic scene at the minute. So, I mean, it does hit the mark there. But it's just like, really? Is that the best we can do? That's where we're at, vaping in the back of a kayak, okay? And whatever floats or doesn't float your boat, you go for it. But she's left school with no qualifications and she's now got a property portfolio over $1 million. So, where from? Where's this money come from? Now, lots of chat on this, that she's been given backhanders, that Lord Ali is funding it, that it's all to do with BlackRock, that she's got a mortgage based on her future earnings. I mean, wow. Wow. I mean, I really wouldn't do that. I'd actually say borrowing more than you can afford at the minute, Ange, is not a clever move. You could well be losing 3 of your 3 houses fairly smartish if Rach carries on the way that she is. But it's just like, how did she get there? And she has literally pulled up the ladder, popped the cork and taken it away so that you're all scrambling in the bottom going, please, me. And she's like, yeah, fuck off. I'm in my inflatable dinghy with my vape. You can all do one. I'm all right, Jack. I mean, you're not. You're Angela Rayner. No money can make that better. And then we've got Bridget Phillipson. Now, Bridget is flying the flag for the white working class kid. whilst literally building the barrier over it and suffocating it in said barrier so that it had no chance of ever moving forwards in life. But Bridget claims she's doing it for those kids that don't want to wear posh blazers. She's got literally 2 chips on her shoulder. It's not just one, it's 2. And a really, really good point was made on Twitter today. So we had a lot of people saying, yes, put VAT on private education, absolutely put VAT on private education. And then that didn't work. No money came in because everyone left private education and they're now all going into the state system. All of those people that were pro VAT, where are you now? Where are you now the state system is well and truly screwed over? Where are you? How are you campaigning for better funding? How are you campaigning for more schools? How are you campaigning to raise the standards of education, which have been absolutely flatlined? And let's look at Catherine Birbalsing's school. So Catherine Birbalsing, who said it doesn't matter where you come from. She's got a school in one of the most deprived areas in London, and they've just had a 100% GCSE pass rate. Now, of course, Bridget hates that because Catherine Birbalsing knows what she's doing and Bridget doesn't like that. And she also hates that because Bridget spends her entire life saying, oh, well, people from working class backgrounds aren't doing as well as people from upper class, middle class, any other background but working class. Bollocks, Bridget, they are. Okay, so we've got Bridge going on, we've got Ange going on, we've got Rach going on. Keir, he's in hiding. He's just like, I've been to America, I've had a really great time, and now I'm just not going to be seen for toffee. I mean, he will be seen by some people. We're not quite sure who. But that's all going on. And the only thing I can think is that we might have a slightly left field economic rise in the lead up to Halloween as people start getting masks and caricatures of the Labour Party to wear on Halloween. Because I'm telling you right now, if somebody wearing a mask of Angela Rayner knocked at my door and said trick or treat, I'd be absolutely hitting myself. So that, I think, is the only good upside in all of this horrible, sorry mess. And that's the fireworks display going on in my head at the minute. It's literally going, woo, woo, Labour, get them out. We need a general election. How can we do this? Stop saying it's your government. It's not your government. It's our government. And we don't want you. Whew, and breathe.